Welcome back, beautiful women, to Women Unleashed, where our inner strength meets unapologetic confidence. We are still in our month of becoming, where we've been talking about embodying the woman that we have become. Wow. And this week 35, we'll be talking about something more powerful. We'll be talking about protecting our peace, our power, and our purpose. Don't forget, we said this year we are writing a book of ourselves, and every month is a new chapter. Every week is a new page that we are flipping, and we are rewriting it because this new chapter of our life is being written in a new pen. This is our month of becoming. This is where we have aligned. We are growing. Growth is continuous. Growth is not permanent. Growth is continuous. We keep growing. We keep getting better and better every day. And that is why it is important for us to protect our peace, our purpose, and our power. Yeah, over the past few weeks, we've talked about so many things, and we've realized that the woman that we have become and is still going to the next level. There's so many things that we need to do. We need to be able to carry ourselves like the person like who we want to see. 9 months ago, when when we were still trying to heal, we were trying to discover ourselves, discover our purpose, discover what we need to be doing, there were things that we were carrying. But over time, we have healed and we are still healing. And so there are some garbages, there are some luggages that we need to drop. Those things that we have dropped, sweetheart, do not pick them up again. And that is why we're talking about protecting our peace. Sometimes, we might feel, and that's what the world wants us to see, that when we say no to people, we're not being kind. When we protect ourselves, we're not being kind to other people. Sweethearts, we love other people, but we also love ourselves. And that is why we are walking in this transformative journey. You need to learn to love yourself, because if you break down, sweetheart, life continues. You drop dead today. After 2 minutes or 1 minute of silence, you're forgotten. Life moves on. But what do you want to write? What do you want your life to symbolize when you leave? And that is the legacy we're building. That is the life that we're building. We are living a purposeful life. We're not just being pulled from year to year. So as we have healed, we have become, we have grown, and we are still growing. But yet we need to protect our emotional and our mental state. We need to protect ourselves. Not every opportunity, is what we need to grab. Some opportunities come like distraction. For example, you always use the analogy of somebody a young girl that wants to become a medical doctor, and you have courses you need to do in the same semester. You have pharmacology, you have anatomy, or you have the human brain, you have this and that, so many other biology and so many things, or chemistry things you need to learn, and somebody is telling you, oh, you can pick be selective, ethical hacking or cyber security is a 6 month course. After you can quickly make, money on the side hustle. Yes, Twitter side hustle is okay. But will you invest another 6 months into a major and heavy work that takes you away from your destination? You're going this way, you're going medical line. There are some things, and there are some IT courses that will be related to your medical line that you should be focusing on, not being distracted. It sounds like a good opportunity. In the next 6 to 9 months, once you have completed the course, you'll be able to have a side hustle. But as a medical student, that your work is robust and your work is heavy, you cannot be getting distracted and adding more to your plate. And that is it. That's why I said some opportunities, they come, some distraction, they come in the form of opportunity, but you need to always check them under the microscope and be very sure before you venture into them. If not, that'll be 9-12 months of your time, of your life wasted, which you can never recover back. Because every minute you lose, every hour you lose, you can't take it back. If you're 50 years old today, you can't go back to be 5 years, and those things that you could not do when you were 5, you need to try and quickly make them up. You can make up with time sometimes, but when time is lost and is a lot. So now that we have recovered and we are, trying to regain our time, we need to use our time wisely. And one of the ways of using it wisely is protecting our peace, protecting our purpose, protecting, your values, protecting your power, protecting where you are going to. It's not every conversation that we'll be getting involved with, those are distractions. It's not everybody that needs an answer. Sometimes you get to places and people just spend 2 hours just chatting and chatting about things that do not add value to anyone, not to their life, not to your life, not to where you're going to. Sweetheart, pass by. Like they say in my country, waka pass. Pass by and do things and invest in things that add to your life, things that add to your value, things that move you forward, things that take you to your next level. Over time, we have used examples, of somebody apply for a job. When you send out your CVs or you send out your pitch and you write all those applications, is a different type of preparation that you need. But when your pitch is accepted, or when you've been called for the interview, or when you've been called, to come and showcase, what you say you could offer, you need a different type of preparation. It might be 2-3 stages that you need to go through, and they're shortlisting candidates. Every time your preparation is going hard, higher and higher and higher, you need to be spending more time, learning more, adding more values to what you're going to be presenting. When you are finally being chosen and you have been given that job, or you have been given that project to handle, you don't just say, yeah, I've received the project, now I'm just going to cross my leg. No, that is the stage that we're in. We are now in our stage of becoming, where you have, become what you have been hoping for, what you have been praying for, that project you have been fighting for, you have now received it. It's now time for you to launch it. It's now time for you to showcase them. It's now time for you to walk in that reality. Sweetheart, there's a way you will carry yourself. There's a different kind of preparation that you need. And during those preparations, you do not have time to waste. Every time, every resources you need to put them into becoming that person, into becoming perfection, to becoming excellence in what you do. Because you might say, you have arrived, I've been praying for the job, now I've got the job, I can relax. Sweetheart, there's something called preparation period. And even if you have a project that you've been given, there's always something called target. You don't meet the target, you don't pass your preparation period, you'll be checked out. Because they said the sky is the starting point, and the sky is free. Anybody can be picked at any time. So the fact that you have been fortunate and you have stepped in, doesn't mean that it's time for you to sit there. This is time for you to polish up yourself. It is time for you to build up yourself. It's time for you to now showcase what you have on your inside. So things I said everything does not deserve your attention, everything does not deserve your energy, and everything does not deserve a response. Some conversations are distractions. Some opportunities, like I said, they are distractions. So ask yourself, like I said, you will always, check everything under the microscope and see, does this align with my vision, with my values, with where I'm going to? This assignment, is it an assignment or is it a distraction? Is this helping me fulfill my purpose, or is it simply stealing my focus and stealing my time? We need to learn to protect ourselves. I said, as a woman, many of us have spent years overextending ourselves just to maintain acceptance. Sweetheart, you are enough. Tell yourself, pause and tell yourself, Oluwabukola, I am enough. I am enough. You are enough. You are loved. You are valued. There's something on your inside that only you can produce back to the world. So you are valuable. You are important. You are precious. Don't try to keep seeking validation from people. And that's what brings us down. We have healed. We have moved on from that path. That is why we need to protect ourselves. You need to protect your peace, your mind, your rest, because the sky is your starting point. We have only just arrived. And the next phase that we're in, there's a lot of job to be done and a lot of polishing also to be done. We don't have time to waste. If a woman, you're becoming understand something, but the woman you are becoming understand that something different. She understands that peace is not luxury. Yes. sometimes you think that having a rest, pampering yourself, taking yourself to a spa, just taking yourself to buy, that smoothie is a waste of money. Sweetheart, peace is not luxury. Rest is not luxury. It is necessity for your growth. Tell yourself, Bukola, peace is necessity for your growth. You need it for your growth. Growth is not permanent. It's a continuous thing. It's not a place where you say, I have grown and stop. No. Look at Dangote and look at Bill Gates, all these people that have made it. Do you think they have sat down? Even those that made Tesla, after Tesla started making money, do you think they've sat down? Even though, their great-great-grandchildren's future is secured, but they are still working. You still see them, they're still working, they're still investing, they're still adding value to their life and still adding values to the world. So why will you stop and sit down now? Because you think you have arrived? Sweetheart, you have not arrived though. We are just getting started. You have just climbed up to a new level of becoming. So sweetheart, you cannot rest now, and that's why you're protecting your peace. You're protecting your mental state. You're protecting your emotion. Those that that don't need to go along with you as you continue in this new phase of your journey, they need to step out. Go back and read, when we talked about setting boundaries, how to protect our peace, how to protect, our own time, so that we can be productive. Go back, go through them, and put them in practice. I said, means choosing relationship that nourishes you. Peace means peace is where wisdom speaks. It means choosing relationship that nourish rather than deplete. It means creating space for rest. Because every time you abandon your peace to please others, guess who pays the price? You. You will pay the price if you abandon your peace, your purpose, your power, just to please other people. You will pay the price. I'll use myself an example. Sometimes, it's so busy at work, and I'm saying, oh, I need to be able to do this. Let's quickly do this, quickly discharge all this patient, quickly admit all this patient so that, we can all go home on time. At the end of the day, who doesn't go for break is me. And that's my own cup of tea. No matter how much I fight for it, it's gone, it's gone. You don't get paid for it. It's just, gift that you have given the government. I'm also talking to myself because we all learned, to be able to value our time, value ourselves. And so that, life moves on, life goes on, but you need to protect ourselves. We need to protect, what we value. The same way you will lock the door when you're going to sleep. It's not because you don't like your neighbor, but it's because you're protecting the things inside. They are valuable, and you're protecting your family, your children from strangers, from theft, for everything. It's the same way you should protect your peace, guard your heart, guard what comes in, guard who comes, into your space, so that mentally you're stable. We always say that if you lose it mentally, you will break down. If you break down mentally, every other thing will break down, because you need to be mentally upright. You need to be emotionally stable for you to win the battle, for you to be able to become the woman that you desire to be. So sweetheart, as we go this week, I want you to say this to yourself. My peace is valuable. My purpose is sacred. My power is protected. Say it again. My peace is valuable. My purpose is sacred. My power is protected. And then you're going to sit down and do the challenge questions. They say, what must I protect? What must I release? What must I nurture? Go through the paperwork, go through it, and jot out those things that you need to protect. Jot out those things you need to release and what you need to nurture, because you need to embody this woman. You need to carry yourself, the way you have seen yourself, the way you want to see yourself, in the reality of what you have been working towards. And sweetheart, till I see you next week, keep unleashing the greatness within you. Keep unleashing the divine within you. Keep unleashing the incredible woman within you. And protect your peace, your power, and your purpose. Love you.